Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's have a look at gold XAUUSD for now. So let's just go onto the higher time frame. Yesterday, if you looked at my previous video, yesterday we actually talked about gold actually shooting down, like trying to break the low level of resistance, going lower. But let's see how it's going to do that in a day. To have a better understanding, if you looked at the previous video, if you've watched the previous video, if you've actually watched the previous video, you can see that the weekly and the monthly, we've already done analysis to see where gold is actually going to go. But for this, let's look at what is happening right now. So as you can see, we have a complete, so let me just get that. So we have a complete liquidity right here. Gold just came back and grabbed a lot of liquidity. That was a lot of liquidity resting on that top bit. Gold tried to break, but it couldn't break. It tried and tried. So today what happened with that small candle wick, it went back up to try and break it in the morning, but unfortunately it couldn't do so. So it retraced back. So the best thing for gold right now is to come and grab that whole liquidity that is resting at the bottom right here. And to actually do that, it needs to actually break. So far, we don't know what is happening, but there's a lot of battle going between bulls and bears. And for best way to trade right now is to actually wait for the candle to break below or a candle to break above. But so far, we can see that the candle from above is not that likely. But the day is not yet over, so let's see what happens. So let's go onto the to do this. Okay, let's try the full analysis. Yesterday, like I mentioned, if we draw the Fibonacci's, the Fib retracement from the previous high to the previous low, we can see that that liquidity is resting at 78.6. To understand this better, if you look at the previous video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. So you can have all the updates on gold, silver. I trade only gold, silver, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Gold and silver seem to tend to go the same direction. What happened to gold will happen to silver, most likely. Yeah, but what happened to gold and silver does not mean it's going to happen to GBP USD or Euro USD. These are currency pairs, and these gold and silver are metal pairs. They don't work like that. So what happened to silver will happen to gold. So if you can see that gold is resting on that liquidity right there, and there's a lot of things happening between this zone and that zone. The 50% zone and the 78% zone, between that zone, that is a no trade zone. But if you have a trade already, if you have a trade sell, short, or long buy holding, that is up to you. But so far, I wouldn't put on a trade just yet until it breaks that zone right there. Okay, so on the 78%, so we can see that gold has retraced from higher up, down, down, up. And now what it needs to do, it needs to come back and grab that demand zone. It needs to come and grab that whole liquidity zone. Yeah. Why? Because that was a high level of demand. It came and grabbed the liquidity, but it needs to come and sweep it again to actually try and respect that. So let's look on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame, what we can see that we can see, let's go on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, as yesterday I said, if you wanted to actually put on a trade, you can actually do, you could have gotten short from right here. If you traded on my signal yesterday, you could have actually made a bit of profit, but not that much. So if you are on a sell, that can be fine. So if you are on a sell, you could have held it, take profit. First profit could be at 50%, second profit at 38%, and last profit at 23%. So let's retrace it. So there it is. So if we actually do the trend baseline, based on the trend baseline from the previous high to the previous low, and going back up, you can see that gold is actually going to try and retest that low, that level right here, that demand zone on the 0.7086. Gold is going to try and come back and reverse it. So this is what I think might happen. So gold will break it. Sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, so gold will try and break this and try again. Yeah, that is it, just to come and grab that liquidity right there and then straighten back up. Yeah, because what we can see, what the best way I know what would happen, I mean, that's my personal opinion. It's like on the weekly base, on a weekly bias, on a weekly time frame, we can see we have a foolish bullish market, and that trend direction has been, gold has been respecting all this support and resistance level. So it's respected one. So it respected 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it went back up, down, up, down, up. Now the best way for it to do now is come and retest this level and shoot back up. But so far we just need to wait what might happen. Okay, let's go back on the 1 hour time frame to see what we can actually do on future trades. So this is what happened today. So on today trades, a lot of things have been happening. But this morning, as yesterday, if you watched the previous video, we were right here, and I told a lot of you that if you wanted to actually go short, you can do so, because it seems like USD, based on last week news, USD has been holding firm based on the news, with Powell speaking and all the chairmen speaking, all the news coming out. Gold has been holding firm on the currency, which tells me that USD might actually tend to actually be a bit stronger. Yeah, and I was make another analysis for GBP USD and Euro USD as well as silver, because these are my 4 main pairs that I trade on. I do not trade any other pairs, because if you are not consistent with the pairs that you know, you actually fail in trading. That is it. Do not trade more than 2 or 3 pairs that you know. So okay, let's analyze this. So what happened with this is that today, okay, let's go on to this. So gold made a higher high, higher low, a higher high, higher low, and we expected gold to actually keep on making another higher high, but unfortunately it did not do so. So it came and make a lower low, breaking the level below. Now that tells me gold is going to reverse, and that reversal will happen. So which means that on this particular level, we have a level of, we have an order block. So if we can write here, order, we have an order block, and you keep retesting that order block, and we have a break of structure right here. Yeah, that is a break of structure. So as it's retesting that order block, what I think might happen with gold is to come back, retest it as it done so today. It retested a lot of time, so it came back and retested a lot of time. So I think gold might actually shoot down to actually come and retest, grab this liquidity rest. These are a lot of liquidity resting right here. Yeah, see all of this, there's a lot of liquidity. So gold is going to come and grab this liquidity, go back up, try and retest this, or even go back to retest that order block, and then shoot down. So the best way to actually trade here is to wait for gold to actually retrace into that into this area. So the next trade that I will actually say that is the best entry will be around this zone, when gold tries to come back around that zone. Then you can actually look to go short. Yeah, and so far it's just like a waiting game. It's a waiting game. Yeah. I mean, today USD has been having a lot of good predictions. See that gold is trying to go short, but so far right now, let's just wait for gold to actually break that level of previous high. I mean, if the way I trade is like just go on daily bias. On the daily bias, we can see on the daily bias, yes, today, I mean, forget about last week. Last week was the past, but to actually know, predict the market, you need to look at the previous candles that happened before. But today, we see it seems like we have a bearish daily bias. And that bearish daily bias tells me that tomorrow, what we can think might happen. Sorry. Yeah, what we think might happen, gold will come and retrace up here, and then kind of shoot down. Yeah, because it needs to close below that previous low. So this is the trade for gold right now. So it's just a waiting game. This is an order block. It's been tested. Now we need to wait for gold to actually shoot down and come and break this level. There's a lot of battle going on right here. It keeps getting rejected. There's a lot of reject as well. I mean, we don't know what might happen. Again, this is just an analysis, a prediction. It's not 100%. So there's a lot of retest and reject right here from the bull. But yeah, we just have to wait. Okay, that is it. I'll make another video for silver, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Don't forget to subscribe and wait for any more analysis.